What's up, everyone? As you can see, I'm wearing my Steph Curry shirt. That's right. This is the shirt that I'm going to be using for what now will be my final game of not only the Burst season tournament, 2025, but also the entire shoot-around season. Yeah, this is going to be the final game. Game 11. Whether I win or lose, that's the last game. Who would have thought I was going to get this far, considering the difficulty of this activity, where it was just pretty much a three-point fest with two, given advantages depending on how many threes that I shoot like consecutively. And that's hard to do. Okay, like I would have to make like a couple of threes just to gain the mid-range advantage, or if it's like the Zimmerman Park activity, right? The Zimmerman Park activity is just pretty hard as well. I mean, you got to go under the basket to do a layup, plus the mid-range to get 2 points, and that's still pretty hard to do, right? So this overall activity is just hard, nevertheless. I mean, you have to make. I mean, I think it's starting like in the later games. I would have to make 3 straight threes or a 4-pointer to, you know, to gain the mid-range advantage, or even the Zimmerman activity, right? So, for me to see myself like not only catch up from being down 1-4 to tie the series at 4-4, and then lose one and then win another one, with the result that it was yesterday at Friendship Park, it's amazing. It's incredible. I held the target score to just 28 points. That's, to me, my best defensive effort yet, because it started out where I only trailed once, down 0-3, and I thought, oh my God, it's going to be a long game. And nope, as soon as I hit a 4, that's when I went up all the way. I did not miss any of my, like, I hit about probably like 90% of my mid-range shots, and threw at least just a couple of mid-range advantages. And I only made 5 threes total in that game. And I won by 39. It's the biggest outing. So you're telling me, like, to win some of these games closely, I would have to make like 8 or damn near 10 threes. Sounds insane, right? Well, that's not the case. With yesterday's game, played the right way. I knew that, my season was on the line if I were to lose game 10. But hey, man, I feel like yesterday's game was just one of my most exceptional. And for me to have 67, I mean, I've always had blowout games where I only scored this, less amount of points and giving up like damn near 100. I'll tell you that much. But this time I returned the favor, and I'm doing it opposite, holding the target score to 28 points, and meanwhile, getting 67. And part of that too is because I hit 3 straight threes. So my positioning overall on my shooting in that game was just exceptional. All right. Now, of course, that's game 10. Game 11 is going to be different. I expect a different outcome. I do expect that game to be really close because of, the given situation that it is the final game. It is going to be the hardest one. By the way, I think it's still going to be the same thing, but maybe with a couple changes. And trust me, that game is going to be harder than the last 2. All right. But it should not come to a point where it feels impossible that I'm going to lose in a blowout. I don't think it should. I mean, I was red hot just this past game, and I think I'm already getting a good feel for, how this entire finals goes. So for the most part, that's exactly how I got to 5-5 right now. I mean, I myself didn't even think that I was going to get this far. Considering I only had 1 win, and yes, I did win my second off of game 6, and from there I thought I might just be over in either 7 or 8, but hell, not so fast. I already tied the series at 4-4. Now I'm at 5-5. So hey, man, anything can happen. But in terms of this final game, originally it was supposed to be tomorrow here in my home court, which is over there. But I'm gonna postpone the day for that because I need an audience of even just one friend. So I talked to Neil yesterday about wanting to see if he wants to, be my audience for this entire game 11, right? So that's somebody that I can cheer with in case I do win a championship. You know, I haven't really glued the entire thing yet, but that's gonna come after I win. That's if I win. All right. Now, of course, it would be painful if I lost. I mean, the way I look at it, my heart's telling me if I lose this final game, yeah, it's gonna be a heartbreaker. But at the same time, like, I mean, in the moment, yes, but you know, in the long run, I have to say, dude, um, I have had a much better season, and just given that all these unexpected prediction, like the predictions I made, and then these unexpected outcomes, and for me to have to go this far, considering the difficulty of this series, I gotta tell myself I've been a much better competitor and a much better, shoot around player this entire season. With the record that I had in a regular season, and even just this and then this entire burst season tournament as well. Think about it, just 3 months, and I'm about to finish this off, right? So I talked to Neil, and I'm gonna set a date for this particular game. I do hope it will be here, but I have other thoughts where I may do it at a neutral court as well. I mean, the neutral court I've been to for all my away games this series is Friendship Park. So for this particular game, I may make it like Super Bowl esque, because you know how the Super Bowl is always in a neutral site, not necessarily in one of the opponents' home courts, right? Some people actually prefer that, but the way the NFL has done it is it's always been a neutral site. So I'm trying to do the same thing as well for this particular game of the last game of the first season tournament, or in this case the shoot around season finals. So I'm gonna find out. Like, I'm still giving it some thought, so it's possible. So I guess I'll have the rest of this week off, and let me communicate with Eugene again to see if he can do it for, let's just say, this Tuesday. I have thoughts about doing it after work, uh, because originally I was gonna do it on my lunch break. So what was originally supposed to be here for tomorrow on my lunch break, I'm gonna postpone that because I want this game to be special. I want it to be, to where I think it'll be better, after work, but we'll see, because I only get 1 hour on my lunch break, and I need time to just celebrate, right? And I could bring my trophy if I want to, and so I can glue that whole thing in, and then next thing you know, I'll celebrate it here for the same time, what have you, or just if it's a neutral site, I can celebrate it there as well, right? So I got somebody to cheer with. But yeah, I mean, I just thought I'd discuss this, but for the most part, I am gonna wear this shirt for this final game, and hopefully it'll be next week. I'm targeting next week, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, hopefully it'll be next week for sure for this final game. All right. So I'll keep you updated on the details, and depending what Eugene says, we'll go from there. All right. Catch you all later. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.